Hello and welcome into this week's RNN Diecast review right here on Racing News Now. As always, I'm your host, Garth Allen. Thank you once again for joining me today. If this is your first time catching a Racing News Now video, consider going down below to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. On today's Diecast review, you know what we're doing. We're still going chronological through the 2018 raced versions. So that means we're up to Daytona now with Erik Jones raced version, his first win. They made 336 of these. You've seen the Elite box enough now. You know what the Elite box looks like on all sides. We don't need to go over that. What comes in the box though? Mostly typical stuff here. Cup Series race winner sticker, a bag of red and silver Coke bottle shaped confetti, the generic Elite COA, and the race detail card. Erik Jones Coke Zero Sugar 400 champion, July 7th, 2018, first career Cup Series victory. On the back, Jones snatches first victory at Daytona. You can pause to read if you want to. Alright, so on to the car. And it's a good looking one. I'm sure most of you out there know this car does look slightly different than it did in Victory Lane. And you can blame Toyota for that. Because the car was completely covered in confetti all the way down the hood here. And Toyota did not want their logo covered up by confetti. So they had Lionel clear out the confetti just enough to where you could see the Toyota logo on the hood. So if you're a stickler for having details exactly right on these, this is not the car for you, because it's not exactly right because Toyota wanted their logo to be seen. All right, so let's take a look under the hood here. As you can see here, it just says Toyota, let's go places. Take a look at the Elite engine detail. Take a look on the nose here. A little bit of scuffing, and definitely the nose has been used up a little bit here. A little bit of confetti made its way to the nose. Toyota Camry, number 20, Joe Gibbs Racing. On the hood, as we see, lots of confetti. As we said, though, not as much as there was on the real car, because Toyota wanted you to be able to see their logo here on the hood. Toyota Camry, America's #1 selling car for 16 years. The windshield is completely covered by confetti. You can just barely make out the monster claw in there. Number 20 on the roof, lots more confetti and Toyota. Roof flaps do function, although we seem to have another case here. Oh, this one did open for me. Look at that. Doesn't really want to open, but it does work nonetheless. Lots more confetti down the rear window here. Can't really see Jones there, but the name is there underneath the confetti. Covering up the deck lid as well. I think there's something on the deck lid, but you can't really read it. Take a look here. Underneath the deck lid in the trunk at the fuel cell detail. DIN number on these, of course, is on the bottom because there's so much confetti, and this is DIN number 89. Now we'll take a look down the driver's side here. A few contingency sponsors. A little bit of confetti made its way to this side. NASCAR Salutes logo on the A post. Number 20, Erik Jones, one winner sticker. Cloth window net. Sponsors down the B post. Lots more sponsors here in front of the rear tire. BuyAToyota.com. DeWalt on the C post. Racers back here on the quarter panel. On the back bumper here, we've got TRD, Toyota Camry, a little bit of tape back here. And this is where a lot of the raced detail comes in, as Jones did get caught up in, I believe it was only one wreck. There might have been 2 wrecks that he was in this race, but there was a lot of damage back here that they had to tape up here. So definitely the right rear corner is definitely where a lot of the detail is. If you want a really raced look and you're not so much into the confetti look, this car does have both of those, the confetti and the raced look. But otherwise here, passenger side looks relatively the same, minus the winner sticker, since that's only on the driver's side. But that is your look at Erik Jones Coke Zero Sugar 400 winning Camry from 2018, his first career victory. The carnage-filled Coke Zero Sugar 400 that we had about, what was that, about 8 months ago now? Something like that. But very exciting race, as Daytona usually is. Daytona the last few years does seem to be the race where all the wrecks tend to happen, and Talladega is a little bit more calm of a race. But got lots of great diecast reviews coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Next week's diecast review, we're moving on to Kentucky for the next couple of weeks. So next week, we'll have a truck diecast review. We're going to look at Ben Rhodes, number 41, Carolina Nut Company winning truck from the race at Kentucky. And then the week after that, of course, we're looking at Martin Truex Jr.'s win from Kentucky, the final win for the 78 car. So got a couple of really cool reviews coming up here in the next couple of weeks for you to take a look at. But of course, we've got our live coverage coming up from Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola this weekend. That's going to be where the coverage shifts to here over the next couple of days. That is a one-day show on Saturday, so look for a lot of coverage coming from that on Saturday. And then, of course, the Cup Series is in Phoenix this weekend, as well as the Xfinity Series. So we got that going on as well. IndyCar kicks off their season this weekend from St. Petersburg. So we got lots of stuff happening this weekend. Lots of stuff happening in the warmer states. I'm just going to be happy to get out of the cold of Indiana this weekend, get down to Florida. Maybe that'll help my sinus infection. Maybe that's what I need to finally completely shake this sinus infection. Because if you can't tell, I do still have that a little bit. You can probably tell in my voice that I'm not quite 100% back from that yet. But hopefully Pensacola will be able to fix that. That's what we're hoping, at least. But yeah, I think that's all we got for you today. So if you haven't done it already, you need to go down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. And while you're down there, why don't you hit that big thumbs up button if you like the video? It is much appreciated when you do, and it helps us out so much when you do that. But you definitely need to subscribe and turn those notifications on, as we do have a lot of big stuff coming up, as we're now getting full force back into the season. We got races every week. We're getting back into having ARCA races more frequently, which is, of course, what we cover mostly in terms of at the track stuff. We will be at every ARCA race this season, as well as a good number of K&N East races. I don't have the number off the top of my head, but we're going to be at a good number of K&N East races as well. And I think we're going to throw some truck, Xfinity, and Cup races in there as well. I'm not sure how many, but I know I had a few of those on the schedule. I'm not sure exactly how many, but we're going to have lots of live at the track coverage for you this season, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And yeah, we'll be here for you all season long, so definitely if you're not subscribed already, you need to be. But at that, this has been the RNN Diecast Review. I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.